Yeah.
I know, again, on the small self level, sometimes the obvious path or the easy path, I'll challenge it anyway out of some sense of growth or personal challenge.
Ah, yes, the old personal growth and challenge thing, yeah. Well, if you're into personal growth and challenge, then, you can go that route. But what if life wasn't about personal growth and challenge? I mean, if you want it to be, it can be about that. It'll be more than happy to be whatever we want it to be about. But what if it's not? Then what? Now what's going to move us through life? Realize it's not about personal growth and challenge. Maybe there will be personal growth and maybe there will be challenges, but what if life's not about that?
What is it about?
What if it's about nothing? What if it's going absolutely nowhere? There's no destiny, there's no goal, there's no final place, there's no hierarchy to ascend to. Maybe, what if none of that was actually true? Maybe, what if it was just for the living of it and to have the experience of it? And that was it. To an ego, that's devastating, right? Because the ego continues through time. It continues its illusion by always moving towards something. Right? It's never enough. That's what fuels ego. It's never enough, never enough, never. You see, if it's enough, what's this personal growth and challenges and growing and learning? If it's enough, what does all that mean now? Do you see, it's all based on this isn't enough. I'm not enough, we're not enough, they're not enough, it's not enough. And if it is, you see, one point the ego says, I'd really like to discover that it's all enough and it's all okay, but as soon as you even give it to it intellectually, it goes, what a horrible, meaningless life that would be.
To be enough?
To be enough. For life to be enough, for everything to be enough, for you to be enough. And you see, in this, there's something that's so vital missed. It's the miracle of what you and I and we are. Being the all and everything, the divine nothingness. We, boom, create this. So here's form. Here's the divine in form. No form, you don't get to look at yourself, do you? No form. No seeing of anything, no tasting, no hearing, no touching, no sensory perception, nothing. Just sitting there as the all and everything. Pure potential. Sounds groovy, doesn't it? Just try it on for a while. After a few, million eternities, like, well, if I'm the all and everything, the pure potential of everything, the only thing that actually exists, why not? Do you see what I mean?
Why not?
Why not, like, wow, what can I do? Like a child showing its mommy something, draws it. Mom, look, Dad, look what I've done. And Dad goes, oh, wow, that's great. That's the creativity of spirit. It wants to see itself and then experience itself. Mm-hmm. So it becomes a hand, and then it becomes eyeballs to look at it.
And then the hand is not enough.
That's what the ego says. Because the ego says this is a hand. It's just a hand. Oh, it's a big deal. It's a hand. I want something more. But to spirit, it sees this is spirit in form. This is God in form. It's not really a hand. It's the ultimate reality in the form of a hand. And on this side is ultimate reality as the perception, as the ability to be aware of this. And then this mystery that we are can touch itself. No hand, no touching itself. No ear, no hearing itself. No eye, no seeing itself. No body, no experiencing itself. And so this doesn't really necessarily become a goal-oriented process that's moving somewhere. This is the end, you see? The Alpha and Omega, as it says in the good book. This is it. This is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end. This is the whole thing, right here. Each instant is the whole meaning of all of existence. And usually, almost every human being misses it. They don't get to just rub their fingers together and realize this is the ultimate reality experiencing itself. They miss it. And it's happening all the time. It's just a hand. That's all. It's just a hand. And the miracle's missed. And then I have to find meaning for my life. Right? But when this is the God I'm seeking, experiencing him, her, itself, wow, that's different. That's rich. It's a whole different viewpoint, isn't it, than where I think I'm going. And if somebody wants to be on that journey, that's fine too, because all that means is the mystery wants to be on that journey. But that journey's not going anywhere. The journey is just so those who are on the journey can experience the journey.
And that's what you're referring to as birth, life, death.
Birth, life, death.
Medical school.
Medical school? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. What's wrong with God being in medical school and experiencing itself as that? And then doctor, and then sick person, and then healthy person, and see, the very beauty of what enlightenment is to the ego is devastating. But to your true nature, it's actually it's just amazing. And it's the only thing that ultimately allows you and I and us to actually finally be at peace with this human experience. Because if people listen to me, speak like I am now long enough, they might think that the human part is being left out, but it's not at all. This is the divine showing up as human being. And only when we really get that, not just intellectually, but we get it, we really awaken to it, then we actually are free to have this thing called human experience and everything that it means to have human experience. Because that's the divine experiencing itself as human. Being born, living, and everything that entails. Good, bad, difficult, easy, happiness, grief, all the rest. You see, and so then we can actually really embody this human life when we realize what this human life really actually is, the mystery unfolding to itself. So it doesn't take us off into some, transcendent cloud somewhere else. We can actually be fully here. Which as soon as we're fully here, suddenly the desire to be somewhere else just kind of disappears, does it not? I'm only searching for meaning when I'm not actually here. Do you get the feel?
I do.
That's all I'm trying to give is the feel of it.
I get more the concept than the feeling at this moment.
Okay, well, stick with the concept and maybe the feeling will... It comes.
It comes in glimmers.
It comes in glimmers, yeah. And it all relates to the first thing you sat up here about is decisions. Because the more you start to get this, experientially just feel that there's an amazing thing happening, actually. Even though it looks very ordinary and is ordinary, that the pressure of making the right decision kind of goes away because you realize there's no such thing as the right decision.
That part I got. Thank you.
That's good.